Now the fifth type of pair of angles is complementary angles. The simplest definition of complementary angles is that if sum of the measure of two angles is 90°, then both angles are called complementary angles and each is called the complement of the other. If sum of the measure of two angles is 90°, then they are called complementary angles and each one of them is complement of the other. Let us take a diagrammatic example. Suppose this is angle XOY, sorry, angle YOX, because angles must always be measured in anti-clockwise direction. So angle YOX, and it is measured and we get it is equals to 40°. One more angle is there, angle AOB, and it is measured and we get it equals to 50°. Now we can see that angle YOX plus angle AOB is equals to 40° plus 50°. That means their sum is 90°. So they are fulfilling the definition of complementary angles. That's why angle YOX and angle AOB are complementary angles and they are complement of each other. This means that angle YOX is complement of angle AOB and angle AOB is complement of angle YOX. So if I have given with only one of the angle AOB and said to find out its complement, then I will subtract the value of AOB or the measure of angle AOB from 90° and will get the complement angle or the complementary angle which forms the pair of complementary angle with angle AOB. Alright, there are some important points to be noted about complementary angles. First point being that two obtuse angles cannot be complement to each other. The second point being that two right angles cannot be complement to each others. Third point being that if two angles are complementary, then both of them must be acute angles, because their sum is 90° and they are real angles. So at least, for example, angle A plus angle B are complementary angles and their sum by definition is 90°. So the least possible value of either angle B and angle A, if they are real angles, must be greater than 0°, and any angle greater than 0° and less than 90° is acute angle. So both of them must be acute angles. But vice versa may or may not be true. What I said, the vice versa of the third condition. The third condition is if two angles are complementary, then both of them must be acute angles. It is true in this direction, but if this statement is read from the backward direction, it may or may not be true. Means if two angles are acute angles, then they may or may not be complementary angles. For them to be complementary, we must check the condition by adding both of them, and if their addition, the measure of their addition is 90 degree, then they are complementary. Otherwise, they are not. For example, 30 degree and 40 degree. They both are acute angle, but they are not complementary because 30 degree plus 40 degree is equals to 70 degree, which is not equal to 90 degree. And for two angles to be complementary, the addition of their measures must be 90 degree. So I think it is clear. Let us move onwards toward the concept of supplementary angles. Fifth type of pair of angles is supplementary angles. The definition for supplementary angle is as simple as the definition for complementary angles. It is that if the sum of two angles is 180 degree, then they form a pair of supplementary angles. If the sum of measure of two angles is 180 degree, then they are supplementary angles, and they are and each of them is supplement to the other. Alright, so you can ask about a query, that is, you know that linear pair of angles, in linear pair of angles the sum of both the angles is also 180 degree, and in supplementary angles, that by definition the sum of two supplementary angles is 180 degree. So what is the difference between supplementary angles and linear pair of angles? You know that linear pair of angles is a type of adjacent angles. For adjacent angles, we have talked about three conditions, and updating the third condition, which said that the non-common arms must lie on the opposite side or the either side of the common arm, which we have updated to get the definition of linear pair of angles as the non-common arm must be two opposite rays having a common vertex. So linear pair of angles are a type of adjacent angles. For linear pairs, both the angles must be adjacent, but it is not necessary for two angles to be supplementary angles that they are adjacent. For example, angle YOX, which is measured and it is equals to 50 degree, and angle AO dash B, it is measured and it is equals to 130 degree. Now we can see that according to the definition of supplementary angles, angle YOX plus angle AO dash B is equals to 50 degree plus 120 degree 130 degree, sorry. Angle AO dash B is equals to 130 degree, and their sum is 180 degree. These two angles, angle YOX and angle AO dash B, fulfills the definition for supplementary angles, and their sum is 180 degree, but they are not linear pair of angles. For them to be linear pair of angles, they must have a common vertex, they must have a common arm, and their non-common arm must be two opposite rays. So angle YOX and angle AO dash B are supplementary angles but are not linear pair of angles. This is very minute concept, and you must be cleared about this. What is the difference between linear pair of angles and supplementary angles? In supplementary angles, the only condition for two angles to be supplementary is that their sum is 180 degree. The measure of their sum is 180 degree. While for two angles to form a linear pair, their sum is 180 degree, but they must follow all the three conditions of adjacent angles, and there is an updation in the third condition, which is that the non-common arm must be two opposite rays having a common vertex or terminating point. Now we will see some important points regarding supplementary angles. First being that two acute angles cannot be supplement of each other, because two acute angles, what is acute angle? Acute angle is having a measure greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. Suppose angle A is an acute angle having a measure less than 90 degree and greater than 0 degree, and another angle, angle B, having, which is also an acute angle having measure less than 90 degree and greater than 0 degree. So angle A plus angle B is less than 90 degree plus 90 degree, means angle A plus angle B is less than 180 degree. So they can't form a pair of supplementary angles. So two acute angles can never form a pair of supplementary angles. Second point being that two right angles. What is right angle? An angle whose measure is 90 degree. This is the definition for right angle. Angle whose measure is 90 degree. Two right angles are always supplementary to each other. As you can see or verify this condition, as sum of two right angles is always 180 degree. As we have defined right angles by dividing a linear pair or a straight angle by 2. So 180 degree divided by 2 is 90 degree, and the definition for right angle is the angle whose measure is 90 degree. So two right angles are always supplementary to each other. You can verify this. The third point being that two obtuse angle cannot be supplement to each other. Two obtuse angles cannot be supplement to each other. What is the definition of obtuse angles? As you know, obtuse angle are those angles whose measure is less than 180 degree but greater than 90 degree. So let us suppose angle A is an obtuse angle having measure less than 180 degree but greater than 90 degree, and another obtuse angle, angle B, whose measure is less than 180 degree but greater than 90 degree. So A plus B is less than 180 degree plus 180 degree, which is 360 degree, but greater than 90 degree plus 90 degree. So their sum is exceeding 180 degree. That's why two obtuse angles cannot form a pair of supplementary angles. We can write this inequality in this form: A plus B is greater than 180 degree. So they will never form a pair of obtuse, a pair of supplementary angles. Let us see some examples based on what we have learned. Find the measure of an angle which is complement of itself. The question being that find the measure of an angle which is complement of itself. This is the language statement for the problem. We have to convert this statement in mathematical form. So we have to find out the measure of that angle which is complement of itself. The best way of solving these type of question is assume the angle which we have to find out as x degree. Let us assume that angle which is complement of itself is equals to x degree. Now the statement says the angle whose measure is x degree is complement of itself. That means the first step for solving these type of problem is that assume the angle or the angle which we have to find out as x degree, and then apply that x degree on the definition for which the question is asking about. So the question is asking that find that angle which is complement of itself. So we have assumed the angle as x degree. Now it is saying that it is complement of itself. That means the definition for complementary angle is the sum of two angles is if 90 degree, then the two angles are complementary angles. So it is given that the angle which we have to find out is complement of itself. That means if the angle is added with the measure of its angle, then we will get 90 degree. That means x degree plus x degree is equals to 90 degree. This means 2x degree is 90 degree and x degree is equals to 45 degree. So you can see that 45 degree, an angle whose measure is 45 degrees complement of itself, means 45 degree when added with a measure of another angle which is 45 degree, we will get 90 degree. So 45 degree is an angle who is complement of itself. The second example being that two supplementary angles differ by 34 degree. Find the angles. What is the question? Two supplementary angles differ by a measure of 34 degree. Find them, or find the two angles. Now moving onwards for solving this question according to our method, let us assume one angle as x degree. Now it is given that the two angles are differing by a measure of 34 degree. So the second angle is x degree plus 34 degree. As you can see that the difference between the first angle and second angle is 34 degree. If I subtract the measure of first angle from the measure of second angle, I will get 34 degree. So the difference between the two angles is 34 degree. So I am on the right track for solving the question. Now it is given that they are supplementary angles. Applying both those angles on the definition of supplementary angles, I will get an equation x degree, which is first angle, plus x degree plus 34, which is second angle, is equals to 180 degree. From here I will get 2x degree plus 34 degree is equals to 180 degree. I will get 2x degree is equals to 180 degree minus 34 degree, which is equals to 146 degree. So 2x degree is equals to 146 degree. That means x degree is equals to 146 divided by 2, which is equals to 73 degree. So the measure of one of the angle is 73 degree and the second angle is, which is x degree plus 34 degree, is equals to 73 degree plus 34 degree, and it is equals to 107 degrees. So you can verify the result. The difference between the two angles, the first angle being 73 and the second angle being 107, is 34 degrees, and they are complement of each other, as 73 plus 107 degrees equals to 180 degree.